This will be my 4th Alpine coaster, and I'm excited to see how this one runs, because I was gonna ride it in August, but thunderstorms shut it down. So let's go see how this one rides. Halfway down.
And I found out she lives like 10 minutes away from Springfield. People think she's crazy, but her idea.
Just got off of the Runaway mountain coaster, and that was absolutely insane. I would say better than both Alpine coasters I rode last year, which are the Smoky Mountain Alpine Coaster, Smoky Mountain Alpine Park, as well as Aries Alpine Coaster, Aries Resort and Winery. The length of this one was absolutely ridiculous, and the forces at the end, oh my gosh. Like, there's one airtime moment that absolutely shocked me, and I was so impressed by it. So that might be top 50 for me, but I don't know for sure. I was gonna ride Runaway mountain coaster a second time, but it went down and didn't rain. So my final ride count yesterday was just one on the Runaway mountain coaster. As you can tell, we're at Silver Dog City now, and before the park opens, there's an hour of extra ride time on Fire Zone. So that's gonna be how we're starting the day. And we actually just did a park presentation with Brad Thomas, as well as a silent auction, which I was gonna try and help Brian get one of Powder Cake's restraints as one of the items, but someone outbid us by 80 bucks. So we didn't get it. Let's go to Fire in the Hole and see how the thing is. And I'm super excited to get back on this because I really enjoyed it when I was here in August, and I'm excited to get some more rides on it. So let's go. Just got the first ride on Fire in the Hole for ERT, and I absolutely love this thing. Expect this to appear on the list of coasters that surprised me this year. It's so good. I love it. On Fire in the Hole during ERT, one in the front row, one in the back row, 2 in row 4, but that's because they were assigning rows, but it didn't really matter because that ride is still amazing regardless. On my last ride, I was in a train with a bunch of people wearing ball knocker hats, which I think was hilarious. So that was a memorable ride there on Fire in the Hole. Since the park is opening in about, I don't know, 10 minutes, let's go wait for Outlaw Run to open and see if we can get first ride of the day on it. Just got the front row on the first ride of the day on Outlaw Run as a Zen ride, which all 3 of the trips I've made to this park this year, my first ride on Outlaw Run was a Zen ride. So that was crazy. As I was running, the track looks like it was pretty wet, and it was running great. Also, it was a bit foggy in the layout, which made things really cool. Since there's literally no line, we're taking advantage of it and getting some laps on this thing. Second ride on Outlaw Run, and I would have done it multiple more times, but Powder Keg just opened, and it is a walk on, it looks like. So, what is this? Dude, there's literally nobody in here. So yeah, we're definitely doing this multiple times because we also have trailblazers for this event. Powder keg, for whatever reason, is not included. So we're getting our laps on this now.
Well, the front one has
Just walked on a powder keg and that thing was running great today. When I last rode it at the end of August, I said the twisted hill after the largest drop was the best part of the ride. While it was still good today, I didn't think it hit quite as hard and I actually thought the launch was the best part of the ride. It was very pungent and intense, so I have no complaints about it. And while I was on powder keg, I saw that Wildfire was completely submerged in the fog. And so I'm intrigued to give that a try and see how it runs, because if it runs like it did back in August for me, it'll be great, because I thought it was running great in August. So let's go take a ride or two on the second best B&M sit down in the country after the Incredible Hulk coaster.
Shit's terrible. I don't know.
Two rides on Wildfire, front row and back row. I think I like the front row better than the back row for today because the front row had the better sense of speed and I thought it was a little bit more intense up there, whereas the back was solid, but I don't know, the front just felt a little bit better. Especially since I didn't have any room in the back and the drop was not the greatest. So now let's go down towards Powder Keg, get some more shots of that, and then go to Outlaw Run, because I only am at 2 rides on Outlaw Run right now, and I didn't get nearly enough last time I was here. I only got 7 on it. So we'll check Time Travel later on because the Silver Dollar City absence is down right now. So we'll check them out later. decide. I am going to Thunderation because time travel is still not open, and the access Thunderation is a 0-minute wait, which how accurate is that? I don't think it's accurate at all, but if it is, then it'd be great to get on that because I haven't done it yet today, and maybe I'll be able to see a time travel we'll be testing while I'm over there. So let's see how it runs today. To my surprise, Time Traveler opened just as I got to Thunderation, so we're gonna be doing this a couple times and then going to ride Thunderation for obvious reasons, because this thing will get a huge line if I had to guess, and this is not a bad line at all right now. Just rode Time Traveler in the second car, and in the past I used to say there was not a bad seat on Time Traveler, but after getting a ride in row 3, it was not good. It honestly sucked in that row. It didn't have the intensity that going into these elements in the front had, and it did not have the intensity that getting pulled through the elements in the back had, so it was like a middle car. So yeah, if you're gonna avoid either of the middle cars on Time Traveler, do it. It just went back down after reopening, and I think that's the reason why. There's a train stuck at launch 1 over there, so it seems like this thing will be down for a little bit if I had to guess. They relaunched the train that was stuck at launch 1, and I got to see how they reset the ride. They moved the train backwards a little bit, right about to where those LSMs are down there where I'm zoomed in at, like there's that little bit of them, and then there's a gap, and then there's even more. They moved it backwards a little bit to there, and then they launched it into the rest of the layout. So I guess they moved it back so it would have more speed to make it through the layout, if that makes sense. But I've never seen them reset Time Traveler before, at least in terms of when it stopped on launch 1. Now, if it stops on launch 2, I wonder how that would work. I feel like maybe something similar would happen. Either they would do the same thing like they did in launch 1, or increase the launch power on launch 2 and send it faster that way. But I really don't know how that would have worked. Decided to come back to Wildfire and give it another ride, and thank goodness I did, because my back row ride just now was absolutely insane. It was way faster than earlier, but I will say it was not better than my front car ride on Time Travel that I got beforehand. In fact, my Time Traveler ride that was so good that it might have been the craziest ride I've ever had on it, between spinning upside down air time through the 0G roll and the spinning lasting all the way from that element to the final break. So that ride on Time Travel was insane. I definitely want to try and get a back car ride at some point, and I'll maybe do that when it's dark around. But Time Travel on round 2 as well as Wildfire on round 3, both of them were really good.
He just said something.
heard Powder Keg do a test run. So since I've only ridden that one once, I'm going over there to get on that if it does open. So let's head over there.
Holy moly. Why was there fire?
That makes more sense.
Oh, there's people actually on it. So you're just gonna... Well, let me...
Was really good, and then I spent a little bit of time getting sunset shots of Wildfire for obvious reasons. I mean, as soon as I got off of Powder Keg and I saw the sky, I'm like, I gotta get to Wildfire because I'm pretty much racing the clock, and it was a really good sunset. Was it better than the sunset I saw in 2021? I don't know actually, because 2021 sunset was very, very good, and might have been the best sunset I've seen at a theme park, although there was some tough competition between the sunset I saw at Islands of Adventure in 2022 as well as the sunset I saw at Kings Island in 2022. So there was some tough competition there, but the sunset behind Wildfire tonight is really good though, even if it's not the very best. Now I'm gonna go check Outlaw Run and see if that's gonna reopen the rest of the night, because the Silver Dollar City App says it's closed due to weather. So I am hopeful that it's gonna reopen, because I would hate to only have 3 rides on it today, but very possible that's all I can get. If it doesn't reopen the rest of the night, that would be really unfortunate, because Outlaw Run's the best night ride in all of Missouri, and my number 2 night ride after Voyage Holiday World. So we gotta hope that Outlaw Run actually reopens soon, and there's some parade blocking us from getting to Outlaw Run. So hopefully that passes by, but I can see Outlaw Run still over there. It'd be really unfortunate to not get night rides on this thing, because in 2020 I wasn't able to get night rides on it because it was close to weather. Outlaw Run is open, so it looks like we are going to be able to get some night rides on this thing tonight. Bro, Outlaw Run night rides in the fog are on another level of ridiculous. In some of my recent vlogs, I said Outlaw Run is darn close to Lightning Rod for being my new favorite RMC, but I couldn't quite do it just yet. That run I just had put it over the top, so now Outlaw Run is my favorite RMC. The double barrel roll actually had really strong laterals the whole time with how fast it was running, and I've never seen it run like that. Like, I don't know what to say. By far the best ride I've ever had on Outlaw Run right there.
Welcome back. Did y'all have fun?
just rode the second back row for my first time on this trip, as all my other rides up until this point have been in the front row. And we got the train coming to the brakes right now, which it's darn close to overspeeding. So this thing is running so good today.
And when Taylor is at that, he's away from the And the third time I met Taylor, we actually went to Brayden Shell Racer. I had Brittany Banks on and Monster Display Club.
Got a front row night ride on Outlaw Run with Ryan, and he was freaking out so much on that ride because of just how ridiculous it was running, and I totally understand why. Then I got a front row night ride on Federation, which is my first time ever doing it in the front row at night. In 2021, I did the back of the train at night, but I'd never done the front row at night until today. And it was a lot smoother than I thought it would be. And then I got a back car ride on Time Traveler. Wow, that was really good. I don't know if it was quite as good as my front car ride earlier today because my front car ride was actually kind of insane. It was still really good. And now I'm gonna get a front car night ride on Time Traveler because I've actually never done the front car at night before. I've done back car night on this as well, but never a front car night ride. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go get a front row night ride on Wildfire. And then I might do Fire in the Hole one more time before I spend the rest of my time in Outlaw Run. Didn't get a front car night ride on Time Traveler, unfortunately, because I was assigned row 5, but I didn't really care too much. Even though it was one of the weaker rides I've had today because I wasn't in the front or back car, it was way better than my first ride, which is in the second car. So overall, it was still good. Now I'm gonna go get that front row night ride on Wildfire, then maybe go do Fire in the Hole one more time, and then I'll go get some more rides on Outlaw Run to finish today. It's so quiet over here. Like, there's hardly anybody over here. Same time, we got some people in front of us here. Other than that, it doesn't sound like there's many people over here. So I don't know if I'll be able to get a Zen ride on it. I mean, I highly doubt it, but you never know. I got one on Outlaw Run earlier today, so let's see if Wildfire's another one. First time riding the front row on Wildfire night was really intense, and for today, this thing is definitely a front row ride. Puma's got nothing on it between the extremely rough ride experience and the forceless elements. Wildfire wasn't the smoothest either, but it was glossy smooth compared to Kumba, which is not smooth in the slightest. And the elements were very intense on Wildfire today. Now I'm gonna go get a ride on Fire in the Hole, and then get some laps in on Outlaw Run to finish off my awesome day here at Silver Dollar City. The entrance sign for this looks really good at night. I really like what Silver Dollar City did here. Got the last ride of the night on Outlaw Run to end out my day, and it's very possible that was my last ride of the 2024 season, depending on if I get back here at some point in December or not. My final ride count from today was 10 on Outlaw Run, 6 on Fire in the Hole, 4 on Time Traveler and Wildfire, 2 on Powder Keg, and 1 on Federation. In terms of highlights, Outlaw Run running the best I've ever seen it, getting to lap Fire in the Hole multiple times was a lot of fun, and Wildfire was also running surprisingly great today as well. Like I said, this is the last time I visit a park for this year. It would have been a good one to end out on. And before you click on this video, please be sure to leave a like if you haven't done so already. Be sure to comment what you enjoyed about this video, and be sure to share it with someone else you know. If you're new to this channel like myself, please consider subscribing for more content like this. I'd appreciate you subscribing and turn the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. I also have an Instagram account with pictures I take whenever I visit the parks, so be sure to check me out there as well. Please link in the description. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you later.